Okay, guys, I hope you guys can all read this stuff, what I'm seeing here, but I'm making this awesome, nerdy science video for all those moms or kids out there who may have autistic spectrum disorder or even deal with sensory issues or those type of things, because there is a connection between the stress hormone in our body, which is cortisol, which is the main stress hormone, and what we always talk about here in the office is that fight or flight response. And what cortisol really is, it's that main stress hormone that comes from our adrenal glands in our body. And the adrenal glands are supplied innervationally by what we call T10 to about L1. And what that means, though, is there are different changes in kids who have sensory processing disorder and autistic spectrum kids. The reason why is because of that fight or flight response. So cortisol plays a distinct role in that, but just to give you an idea of how cortisol affects the body, it's mainly involved in that fight or flight or protection response, but it also does a lot of other things to the body. It manages how your body uses carbohydrates and fats and proteins. It keeps inflammation down. It regulates blood pressure, increases your blood sugar or blood glucose, controls your sleep and wake cycle. It boosts your energy so you can handle stress and restores balance afterward. So basically a major hormone in our body that helps us in that fight or flight response. What I'm showing you here, this is actually a study done on cortisol responsivity differences in children with autistic spectrum disorders during free and cooperative play. The reason why I'm showing you this particular study is because it actually showed that younger children in the autistic spectrum disorder group engaged 5.8 times more approach behavior and showed a lower cortisol response than their older peers. Those that verbally initiated with their peers also showed a higher cortisol response. Older children with autistic spectrum disorder exhibited the highest stress responsivity, while younger children with autistic spectrum disorder showed more willingness to approach others without apparent stress. Basically, what the article said, though, is intervening early and often may contribute to improvements in social engagement in youth with autistic spectrum disorder. We talk about this all the time in our office with our scans, and the reason why is I'm going to show you a picture of a scan here of a autistic spectrum disorder kid. And on the left here, on this side, what you're seeing here is you're seeing a major spike at that T10 through T12 level. And what that's showing us is that's gonna give us a response in that release of cortisol. So what you see a lot of times in these kids is a major spike at the adrenal gland level, which is that T10 to L1 area. And a lot of times these kids have that spike right there. This is his first actual scan right there, and you can see the big spike right there. And here's a subsequent scan later on, and you can see how the spike has majorly reduced. And usually when we get that spike to reduce, what you'll see is a child who's in that fight or flight response or that protective response go into more of that resting, digesting, developing, healing stage. They're more calm, cool, collected. Their behavior is much better because they don't have that major stress response or that major cortisol response at T10 to L1 there. So just showing you the correlation there between the fight or flight response and the scans that we actually look at, because a lot of times making the comparison or showing the correlation there is all the difference for people. So if you've never seen scans before or never had your child scanned, get to a pediatric and family chiropractor with scanning technology. We use the CLA Insight, which is awesome. We love it. And the reason why is we can actually track progress. And a lot of times parents are coming in, they've never seen this technology before, but they know that there's something not right with their child, and they're doing all the right things. They're doing all the therapies. They're doing the PT, the OT, the speech therapy, all the stuff they're supposed to do. But the thing is they don't know where to go when it comes to the nervous system. And then that's exactly what we check. So appreciate you guys. If you like this information or you want to make a comment about it, I'm going to post the research article in the bottom here so you can see what it looks like. But share this with teachers, family, friends, any kids who have behavior issues or autistic sensory issues, man, just let them know about us, because we can really help these kids out. Again, I'm Dr. Nate with Raider Spinal Health Center in Vernon Hills, Illinois. Have a great one, guys. And if we can help you find someone in your area, I will gladly do that as well. So have a good one, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. We'll talk to you very soon.